federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted material without the permission of the copyright holder. Hello everyone, I want to discuss an image today, a single image in the Watchtower July 2018 Watchtower study, We Belong to Jehovah. I wanted to discuss this image for a little while now, never got to do it. So let's go to it. If you're not a Jehovah's Witness watching this, you are going to understand how controlled Jehovah's Witnesses are, all the way down to details about what they are wearing. And if you are a Jehovah's Witness, you are hopefully going to see how controlled you are. So let's analyze what this image is telling us. But real quick, before we do, let's consider what 1 Timothy chapter 2 verses 9 and 10 are saying, because this image that we are going to analyze is supposed to match what it says here on these two verses, which is 1 Timothy chapter 2 verses 9 and 10. Likewise, the women should adorn themselves in appropriate dress with modesty and soundness of mind, not with styles of hair, braiding, and gold of pearls, or very expensive clothing, but in the way that is proper for women professing devotion to God, namely through good works. So as we are analyzing this image here, this drawing, it is very important that you keep in mind that scripture in 1 Timothy. Because if anyone that is not and never have been in any type of cult of controlling religion, you name it, if you show them, this is the 21st century, 2018, by the way, and you show them this image and you ask them, let's say I'll take any of my friends that have never been one of Jehovah's Witnesses, and I'll ask them, what is wrong? Who are the people that are not right or not doing something correct in this image? And they would look at this image and they would say, well, I don't know. I don't see anything wrong. So you see, if you do see something wrong right off the bat, well, it means one thing and one thing only in this case. It means that you have been in a controlling cult that was controlling your dress. And if you are one of Jehovah's Witnesses or were, well, you know exactly what I mean, and you know exactly who are the people in this image that are wrong, don't you? And that is a sign that you know exactly what being in a cult is. So if you were never one of Jehovah's Witnesses, you may not know who are the two people here in this image that are doing something wrong. But if you are, unfortunately for you, a Jehovah's Witness, or if you have been, well, you know who those two people are, right? Well, yes, the two people were supposed to be Jehovah's Witnesses, but the two people that are not dressed correctly, meaning they're not dressed like in the 1950s. Well, they are the one in the bluish area here. This lady has actually a very nice dress on, but you see that dress is just a little too tight. It shows her nice figure, and the dress is a little above the knee, and it has a slit here. And this, for Jehovah's Witnesses, is a no. That is not good at all. And as far as the man goes, well, the man has a haircut. You can tell, compared to the other guy here was in the correct, has a haircut that is stylish, that is modern. See, it's better if you wear a haircut that means nothing. You know, we don't know if you're living in the 1950s, 70s, or 2000. It doesn't matter. It has to be completely non-attractive, non-modern, you know, no nothing. And this young man here has, we like it or we don't, it doesn't really matter, but he has a modern haircut. This is a no-no for Jehovah's Witnesses. And then what else do we see? Well, he's got a shirt and he's even got a tie. But look at the sleeve here. It is folded. And this, to have folded sleeves in the Kingdom Hall for a Jehovah's Witness, it's a no-no. For Jehovah's Witnesses in the Kingdom Hall, you're kidding? Not even on the street when you're preaching to people. You're supposed to have the sleeves of your shirt folded like this. This is an absolute no-no again. And another thing that we see, well, he has a pair of pants that's a little tight. And don't we know how one of the governing body members, namely Anthony Morris or Tony Morris, has a special vendetta against tight pants. And another thing that we can notice here that is more subliminal, I would say, that brother here also is wearing some kind of a bracelet here. And again, that's not really good for a Jehovah's Witness. For as far as a man goes, they are not supposed to wear extra stuff such as a bracelet. It is not recommended. And another little detail here that we may completely bypass if we don't pay attention, but I think it's worth it to mention it. When we look at the two women who are dressed the way Jehovah's Witnesses women are supposed to dress, when we look especially at the one wearing the yellow jacket, we can tell that she has earrings, but those earrings are very small in size. However, when you look at the woman with the blue dress, we can tell that she has those big loop earrings on. And that, my friends, it's another way of telling you that even the shape and the size of your earrings, even if they are very common, because even those big loop earrings are nothing bad, nothing drastic to be completely overwhelmed about it, we'll say. Well, here the Watchtower is telling you that even such detail as the size of your earrings is something you should be considering when you are a Jehovah's Witness. You're supposed to wear those little earrings that don't show too much, but try not to wear those big loops. This is a no-no. As far as what is considered to be dress code for Jehovah's Witnesses, especially for women, it's that style, which is really, and I'm going to show you, the 1950 styles, which we see a couple of images here. This is 1950 style. Just Google 1950 style for women, and you'll see the same style that Jehovah's Witnesses women are supposed to be wearing in the 21st century, 2018. And if you are wearing dresses more in the 2018 style, well, you must know as a woman that you are definitely not dressed Watchtower dress code, okay? Remember, if you are a woman, you're supposed to dress like you are in the 50s, not in the 2010s. And if you are a man, be sure to wear big pants, no hairstyle whatsoever, no bracelet, no tight pants, nothing like that, because you're going to be also viewed as very non-spiritual as a Jehovah's Witness. So looking back at 1 Timothy 2, 9 and 10 here, when we look at this young couple, where on earth are they not being modest? Where on earth what they're wearing is not sound of mind? where on earth what they are wearing could be offensive to God, if God ever cared about what human beings are wearing. The truth of the matter is that what this young couple is wearing here in this image is nothing wrong. Nothing wrong even for God. They are not wearing anything wrong whatsoever, anything offensive. But what the Watchtower is, they are exactly like the ones that they like to mock all the time and point out. They are exactly like the Pharisees in the Bible. Taking care, caring, worrying about little things that have nothing to do with God's will or anything important. But the Watchtower leaders, being the modern Pharisees, they love to give little rules, orders, and other laws to their members. And like the Pharisees back then in biblical time, they are really giving an extra burden on those members. No wonder Jehovah's Witnesses are so depressed, so messed up in so many ways. Because besides the point of being in a very tough religion where they have to preach or die, basically, on top of that, they have to think about all the little details that would make them non-spiritual if they disobeyed the Watchtower leaders. Alright, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like it, share it, comment, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye now.